Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as Autumn around here. It's kind of hard to say, but Autumn around here. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you are well. So, I'm here at 12 o'clock every single day of the year to take your 12 political questions at 12 noon. And I just have to get this little thing off the end of the pen because it's a new pen. I found a pen, but I got to get the thing off. Anyway, do put your questions in all caps up in the chat. If you're watching this on replay, do come by. People here are really friendly, and we have fantastic moderators to whom I am eternally grateful. Thank you. And you don't have to. There's nothing special. It's kind of first come, first serve. You just come in, you put your question, your political question in all caps in the chat. But YouTube will sometimes suddenly dump a bunch of stuff in. And if that happens, just type your question again. Just put a YT right in front of it and I'll know YouTube cut it off earlier. I think what else? 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. Very necessary, very needed. That is an ongoing thing. It is just how we do around here. And I have a co-host, Boo Boo Zen Kitty, who last time I saw him, I almost dropped something on him, a piece of cloth on him, because he had decided to go nap in the back of my dirty clothes hamper. So I think that's where he still is. He kind of looked up like, you know, what are you doing? And it was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were in there. So anyway, my little positive energy generator is sleeping. So we'll just let him be anyway. All right. So trying to think what else. I was just watching Lori over on The Way of Positive Change. She's fantastic. I so love when she comes on, and on days when she comes on, I always kind of feel a little bit like on MSNBC, the handoff between her anchors. So, but she had a couple of really interesting readings today. One of them she asked me to have a look, and the other one I was just like, really? So I think you might just find that interesting in general. Today is why did I put the 29th yesterday? There isn't a 29th. That is very strange. Okay. So I am going to, let me see. We're going to start with, I'm going to do a little dealer's choice here, because normally I just take the 12 questions from you, but I think you will want me looking at this. Apparently, and correct me if I'm wrong, there was a disturbance in the slime, and who is emerging again? Apparently, CPAC is next week. There is I feel a disturbance in the slime. CPAC is next week. And apparently Trump is speaking at CPAC a week from today. Really? So I want to know about CPAC. How is CPAC going to go in general? Trump at CPAC. How's that going to go? Because Lori was getting something coming out just before that was going to rock Trump's world. and she was getting cards of what Cohen went to jail for. So she was picking up the possibility that there may be a trial date. Oh, we've got to. So, trial date. As Violetta sometimes has the most fantastic insights in the visions that she gets over on her channel. I remember years ago, before we even knew what was going on, and I've seen the video. This isn't hearsay. I've seen the video where she was doing the reading, because I went back and watched it again. And she was doing the reading, and she was having someone ask her about what was coming up for Trump, and she said, "Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really, really bad. Stormy, stormy, stormy. It's very stormy. Stormy, stormy, stormy." And then, boom, that hit. I loved that. But anyway, so I don't know. I feel like if Trump goes to, if he has to go to court for that, it needs a name, something like, and you know what it makes me think of? Did you watch the new Doctor Who? I haven't seen the last couple of seasons, but back when Matt Smith was the Doctor, and there was a special. Oh, a Christmas! It was over Christmas, or it was something. But there was a special where he was helping this guy who had a baby, but he wasn't the father wasn't as involved with the baby as maybe he should have been or wanted to be, and he was and the doctor was telling him what the baby was saying, because he's like, well, I speak baby, why wouldn't I? And there's, and he was saying, oh yeah, there's mama, and then there's not mama. And the guy's like, and there was one thing where the guy was saying, the kid, I can't remember what the kid's given name was. It was something very normal. It was like Paul, or, Steve, or, it was a nice name, just a regular. And doctor's like, no, that's not his name. He wants to be called Stormageddon. Matt Smith, the doctor, also speaks horse. There was another episode where there was a horse, and this guy was he was a cowboy, and he was being all tough and mean, and he's like, and I'm here on my horse, Trigger, I forget what the name, it was something, aggressive, and so it's like, I've talked to your horse. His name is Susan, and he wants you to accept his life choices. That. But anyway, so I'm wondering if there's the trial date for Stormageddon. Trump's Stormageddon. I don't know. I'll have a look. All right. So unfortunately, I've got 3. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I've got the first 3 questions kind of taken. So we're going to look at CPAC in general. Is there going to be that that Republican kind of civil war type energy? I want to read on Trump, like, how's it going to be? How's it going to be received? That sort of thing. And then, are we on the edge of a trial date for Trump's Stormageddon? Because Glenn Kirshner came on the other night, and he had a video, and he was talking about the statute of limitations, because there is a statute of limitations on it's like 5 years. They only have like 5 years to go after Trump for what he did with Cohen. However, it isn't the 5 years from the initial act. It's 5 years from the last act in that, which wasn't until August 2017, I think Glenn Kirshner said. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we still have time, but yes, why haven't they stepped forward and been, I mean, why wouldn't they have everything ready to be like, Cohen, he's tried, convicted, served most of his sentence. Isn't he still on house arrest? But he's served a huge chunk of his sentence already, and they haven't even charged person one? Really? Why is that? So let us see. Let's see what's in the collective energy. Hopefully we can figure something out. Lori from the Wave Positive Change. Lori's also maybe coming to visit this week. I will say Thursday. We already have a special guest on Thursday. Adrian from Red Lentil Healing is coming on Thursday, and I'm really looking forward to it. We both seem kind of equally boisterous, so that should be fun. But Lori's talking about maybe coming by this week as well. So, okay. Individual one, Andrea. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, individual one. Got it. All right, so I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to look for some more of your questions. I'm sorry I've talked so much. It's probably cut some earlier stuff off. Sorry. So, but do put things again, and I'll see what I can get and what I don't cover. You know, I'm here tomorrow too. I'm here every single day. Weekends, weekdays, holidays, my birthday, your birthday, the cat's birthday, when cats plural birthdays, whenever those are. I think Boo Boo's a Pisces. I think Pumpkin's an Aries. That's my opinion. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, Nia, why does Merrick Garland get to be nominated last? That's that. I'll bet that's a Google question. I bet there's something. I would put down a whole quarter that there's an article on Google of why. I'd put a whole 25 cents on that. So I don't know that I could add much. We could look at. Oh, that was the other thing. She wanted me to look at the Merrick Garland. Lori wanted me to look at Merrick Garland's confirmation. I mean, I was getting there'll be blah 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 blah. You know, Republicans. Whatever, but they don't have the power to do anything about it. So it's just like, are they done yet? You know, so, but I'll look again because she saw some real tumult. And that's the thing. There is no reader who's 100%. It's generally the consensus among the readers is how you get closest to the truth. We are reading on the collective energy. So, okay. Not like that whole Christian charismatic thing, the problems they're going through right now because of prophecies. They call them prophecies from God about Trump rising again. That man can barely stand up. Rise again. Anyway. Yes, the swamp thing is returning. Okay, let me see. Steve saying CPAC, that ought to be entertaining. Not. Very dizzying spin, I'm sure. Probably a Rush tribute to. Yes, probably. Blech. I will not speak ill of the dead if they are not cruel and vicious when they are alive. Anyway. Uncover the News. Kristen's here with Uncover the News. Hello, Kristen. Will Trump, Roger Stone, and the QOP plan another coup and be busted? Ooh. Okay. Trump, Stone. I like that. QOP plan another coup and be busted. Because it was reported yesterday, for those who weren't here yesterday or haven't seen yesterday's video yet, Politico came out with an article that said that Trump he's planning on trying to primary all of the open GOP seats in 2022 and put someone in who's MAGA approved. So it's just me, or is this very dark? I always worry. Let me try turning on the light up here. Let me see. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just give me giant forehead. Sorry. I sat back down and got crushed. There we go. I don't know if that helps, but look at my forehead. Anyway. Okay. I've got that down, Kristen. That's number 5 for today. Big fans of Matt Smith. Stormageddon. Yes, Al, absolutely. Hello, Mystic Dreamer. Looking for anything in all caps. Steve saying haven't watched the last couple of seasons either. But the David Tennant seasons I've seen multiple times. Yep, Susan loved Matt Smith and David Tennant. Who wouldn't? Just amazing. And let's see here. Okay, Lito. Why hasn't Trump been arrested? Why hasn't the Trumpster fire been arrested? Okay. All right, that's number 6 for today. I will be happy to look at that. All right, I've got that. Individual 1. Connie thinks Trump is an FBI informant. I could look. Do you want me to look? I don't know. All right. It just dumped me further on. So hang on a second. Let me see what I've got here. Okay. So why hasn't he been arrested? Got that. Oh, okay. So it didn't cut anything off. All right. Okay, Andrea. Hey, how nervous and scared is Lindsay Graham of Merrick Garland being AG? I have this urge I will not give into, but I have this urge to sing the word Schadenfreude to the tune of Edelweiss from The Sound of Music. Schadenfreude. Anyway, how nervous. Scared is Lindsay. I do declare Lindsay of Garland. All right, that will be number 7. Thank you. Erin said, oh, cool. Having fun with Red Little Healing. Yeah, she's great. She is great. Absolutely great. Sorry. Mystic Dreamer. Will Senator Cassidy change his party affiliation? Senator. Isn't he Republican? Change. Affiliation. Isn't he a Republican who voted to convict Trump? Wasn't that Cassidy? Anyway. Chris, why is silence so loud? Well, I will answer your question with another question. What is the sound of one hand clapping? There we have had our moment of Zen. Okay. Okay, Kristen has another. Oh, it's explaining all questions. Please put in all caps. First come, first serve. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Elizabeth, will the former guy be indicted in New York before the end of the month? Well, that's kind of what we're looking at. Because we're already looking to see if that's what's coming. So we've already got something very similar to that. It's number 3. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we get. Thank you, Elizabeth. And Kristen. Uncover the news, Kristen. That is the best comment I possibly ever. Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology is streaming in front of a live YouTube audience. I love that. I love it. That's fantastic. Thank you. Oh, wow. That's good. That's good. Okay. Connie, will Merrick Garland put Mueller on his staff? Let's look at Merrick Garland and Mueller. Merrick Garland and Mueller. Okay. Aronson, I always celebrate my cat's birthdays. Oh, that's sweet. I don't know when they were. I didn't have either of them as kittens. Boo Boo was actually less than a year old, but not by much. So I don't know exactly when they were born. Leah, yay, Boo Boo's a Pisces like me. He seems like it. He seems very Pisces-like. Connie, a line of succession for appointments? I don't know. I don't. Yeah, that's a Google question. I'm afraid I don't know that I could add anything to that. Sorry. Mama Bear, hello. Did you see Courtney Love's father's post about his daughters telling him she work Epstein at 15 years of age? Oh dear, no. Did this just come out? I feel so terrible for every one of his victims. No, I didn't know about that, Mama Bear. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Heart hurts. Patricia, will a Republican cross over to help the OMB gal? Oh, no. There's talk. I think I know what you're talking about, but there's already talk. It's dead in the water. And basically, they were trying to get someone in for the head of OMB, and who has made really strongly partisan comments in the past. I don't blame her. But they're saying that she wouldn't be seen as fair as she got in, and Manchin turned against her, and they say the whole thing's dead in the water. So I don't know. I don't know that we should read on that. But and there's no reason for anybody on the other side to cross over. She was just saying very pro-left, anti-Trump things. So why would they cross over? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, sorry. Okay, Catherine, can you check the $15 an hour? Will it pass? I got, I've looked at this so far. I can look again. $15 an hour pass. What I got was yes, but it would take, it's even once they pass it, it takes a long time to kick in. And there's talk that they may try to get it into the current relief bill. And even but Cinema and someone else, they're against it. So there was some talk that Biden may extend the amount of time it takes before it fully kicks in to like 2030 or something. I mean, it was just, it's a mess. I'll have a look. Okay. All right, looking for anything else in all caps. I've got 2 spaces left. Oh, Catherine, will the Conroe family suing for their 11-year-old be successful? I don't know. Conroe? Oh, goodness. Their son. The lawsuit accusing ERCOT, the Texan Power, of gross negligence. Whew. Will the suit be successful? I think we can look at that, but I think in general we should look at ERCOT suits be successful. And I'll see if I can pull up the energy on that, but that is so sad, and it's this sinkhole of energy, because nothing's going to bring that boy back. So, but there will be other suits as well. So we'll have a look to see because there are going to be many. Okay, I'll see if I can get one more question here. Erica, what kind of dirt does Trump have on Lindsey Graham? And will he be exposed? What kind of dirt? Trump have on Lindsay? And will it be exposed? Will be exposed. All right. Got it down. All right. I don't know why my stomach's growling, but if you'll forgive me, while I shuffle, I'm going to take a bite of this. Sorry. Okay. We're starting at 30. We're going to look at CPAC in general. Thank you, CEO. Oh, I get complaints. I'm apologizing because I get complaints. I get complaints of absolute disgust if I eat on camera. And I don't mean to gross anybody out. All right, so CPAC in general, how's that going to go? Is it going to show the Republican Civil War? So, is the split in the party going to be evident? Or is it going to be dominated by one side or the other? How is the CPAC in general going to go, other than the dearly departed Rush Limbaugh? Whew. All right, let's see here. No, it's okay, Sia. Thank you. Okay. Has anybody checked the news? Because I didn't even know this was happening. Tinker Mouse, I can say with certainty that people who complain about others being human don't have enough to do. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Teresa. Oh, I don't like that. David saying a week from today, next Sunday is CPAC. Thank you. All right, let me see. Maybe it's nothing. Let me just see what other cards we have here. Communicating. Sitting pretty. Republicans, front and center. I got swords here. I have the 6 and the 8 of swords here. And at first I was concerned that what Trump would do there might be causing some people to plan mess later. But no, I've got this here, down here, which is, it's a voluntarily holding still, or but that can even be if you're being arrested where you don't fight back. You're voluntarily holding still. But swords can be votes. Swords can be, it's air signs. So it's anything air sign, rules like voting, communication, but swords are also weapons. So it looks like there's really a push by, I'll call them the McConnell Republicans, to try to say, oh, no, this is who we are. See, look at us. Look at our speakers. And we're going to communicate this, but this is still there. There's an element there of people who are looking for a leader. A lot of the real crazies, they're already under arrest from the Capitol building siege. But I don't like that. Oh, did someone say popcorn? Someone said carbs. Okay, who's the speakers at the end? That magician. So this CPAC in general, I'll do 3 cards for the Trump side, 3 card for the, I'll call, for lack of a better term, I'll call it the Trump side and the McConnell side. CPAC. The Trump side and the McConnell side of the party. I don't know what that is, CEO. Sorry. Okay, giving a little. The party willing to give a little. I keep saying they're not going to listen to me. I'm just some reader on YouTube, and I'm obviously a Democrat. They're not going to listen to me, but I keep saying, if you keep harboring, giving sustenance to white supremacists, to these awful people, to seditionists, to insurrectionists, on and on, you're going to damage your party. You will be out of power longer and longer and longer. Take the short-term pain for long-term gain, but they're not going to do it. And thus, Democrats stay in power. Teresa Ford, nutritional yeast. Oh no, I'm not much of a fan of nutritional yeast, to be honest. I should be, but then again, I haven't used it in many years, so maybe I should. But no, I like classic popcorn. I like nice, some earth balance, margarine melted on it, or if I do microwave popcorn, and I'm going to talk about popcorn here for just a couple more seconds. Microwave popcorn, Orville Redenbacher does a natural sea salt, so that's vegan. And then Newman's Own does a sea salt or natural one as well. And I really had to look for those to find ones that didn't have fake buttery stuff on it. So anyway, Trumpy, the Trump side of the party at CPAC. Oh, there's the idiot himself. Chad. Hanging Chad, the hanged man. That's people who fight for Trump. That's the Trumpian Knights of the Realm. There's the fool himself. I've got Chad here. Why is Chad here? Okay, the McConnell side of the party. They are sick of Trump stuff. We are tired. We are fed up. We feel abused after years of this. You feel abused. How do you think we feel? Oh, hi, Chad. Come back to the party. Okay, they're feeling, we've had enough with the Trump stuff, and this is come back to the party, and this is the world. So you would think, great, they win, they get the party back. Oh, the world card, it can mean that, but most often it means the end of a chapter. You're going to have to excuse me. I think I need to do a bigger reading on this. Because I think we're going to go to, yeah, no, this will be what we've got down here. 30 at 39. I don't know about a trial date for the Stormy-geddon, but I think we've got something here. Elizabeth saying Chad is a remaining conservative voters hanging in the balance. Could be. Lori was getting that something's going to come out that's really going to rock Trump's world right before the CPAC thing. If it rocks his world, maybe it's big enough to rock their worlds too. What's going on here? Won't Merrick Garland be in by then and have been in for a while, for a number of days by then? Okay. CPAC. Is there something that's going to rain on their parade? Is there something? Is the possibility of a trial date being set for the mess with Stormy Daniels? Is it I don't know what. Mama Bear, could it be an Epstein picture of Trump? Could it be Epstein related? Yeah, something. What's going on here? All right, this is an overloaded Celtic. I mean, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I've got 16 cards here. I'm reading on CPAC and I'm getting quiet as a tomb. Like maybe you could hear a pin drop. David suggesting taxes. In the past, they were all fighting for the Democrats were all united and they all fought. Yeah. That was the past. Center of the reading. Okay. That could be one of two things. We'll have to see what the cards around it are. That could be, okay, we need to stand together because the Democrats are standing together and they're in power. Or that could be a partnership of another kind. All right, above the reading, aggressive law enforcement. Led by the King of Cups. King of Cups is Biden. Hanging over. Base of the reading. Republicans, also corrupt business. It can just be Republicans versus Democrats, and this is the Biden administration card. All right, that's normal. That's perfectly normal. Unless they're specifically going after certain policies that Biden's going to come up with, or aggressive law enforcement, fear of Biden's new AG. We'll see. All right, what else have we got here? Because we have lots of cards. Near future 1. Fundraising, Republican. Yeah, this is their convention. Yeah, well, not their convention, but it's a conservative convention. That's what I think. So, okay, Ed, I got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've got a microwave thing I can make it in. I don't have a stovetop. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for looking after me. All right, so near future 2. This would be somebody's on the defensive, but they're all holding Trump stuff. Because I get pentacles for Republicans and I get wands for the Trumpists. And it isn't just the person with this. Sorry, other way, not this way. The person with this wand being on the defensive, being attacked by wands. So let me see if I can get any more information on that. because it's their party and they'll cry if they want to. Judgment. Oh, there's definitely some arguing back and forth about the future of it certainly. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, it stopped. Sorry about that. We've got, there's definitely going to be judgment here. Trump lying, surprise, but he's waiting for his people to come to him. What he's putting out there to create momentum toward him, because they didn't take him down. They wouldn't stop him from, they wouldn't convict him. They wouldn't convict him, and they're going to get what they deserve if you don't stand up to fascism. If you don't stand up to racism and all of this, I'm going to wave my cards. Then you get what you deserve. You have to stand up to this garbage. And Trump is garbage. Anyway, home environment. This should be fun. I think people are going to be on edge. People are feeling it's like we're not in power. We have no power. People are going to be up in their feelings. Some of them are going to be acting childishly emotional. That's what I'm getting from that. Normally that would be, something about, fighting against Democrats. No, this is just, yeah. Okay. Hopes and fears. I just had the words own the Dems, own the libs come to mind. That they're hoping. What other people see, the party is kind of ripping in half, or ripping into a couple of pieces right now, at least temporarily, and we're seeing it leaves them isolated and out of power. And they're getting back together to try to, talk it through. How are we going to move forward? What are we going to do? All right. The challenge is chaos. Chaos amongst themselves. Chaos that Trump is stirring up. The siege on the Capitol. Chaos. Capital letter chaos. All right. Three cards for the final outcome. So what's going to happen? Is there going to be a gasp moment? Is there going to be something that comes out in the news? Is there going to be something that, let's see what we've got here. Okay, happy Democratic families. Evidence and burden. This is sinking under the weight of Trump, but this is also this is sometimes huge piles of paper being carried in by clerks into court. And this is my card of evidence. So this isn't the big thing. This isn't the tower moment or but this would be Democrats being happy Democratic families because there's some evidence that comes out. I wonder if this is something to do, because this is such a huge burden of paper. Because I get that too sometimes with wands, like as if you were grinding them down into paper. to make the mulch to make paper. Hmm. So the evidence and burden. Evidence and burden about what? Give me a topic. 3 cards. Evidence and burden about what? Evidence and burden about what? Burden about what? What's the evidence and burden about? Is it about the Republicans? Is it about Trump? Communications, specifically Trump's. Cohen does have him on tape, but let's see. This can be the split in the Republican Party, but it actually feels more like Trump's financial instability. Associates, Trump associates like sorry, I heard my name downstairs. So anyway. I might have to just close this door. Yeah, let me close the door. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right. This feels like Trump associates, like, was it Weisselberg? Who's the CFO of Trump org? A strength card. I think Lori and I are getting, I think we're in the same ballpark. Because what I'm getting is Trump finances, Trump business finances. And Trump got in trouble with Stormy because he was running it through the business and trying to take it as, oh no, this isn't a campaign thing. So he was running it through the business. That's right, Weissel and his Berg. Weisselberg. Thank you, Centaur. Thank you. Kevin, Alan Weisselberg, correct, got a deal. I mean, it'll show up at some point. At some point, they're going to bring this up. They're going to go after Trump for this stuff. Could it be this soon? But then again, if they charge him, that's the thing. We're waiting for him to be charged. But that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's like, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Don't get me wrong. But then there's going to be a great big lag time where until there's an actual court date. Whew. Devil card. There's little bully Trump, but it's also things he's been doing for a long time because he's an idiot. Oh, wow. Trump, and Trump. I don't even remember the last time I got something like this. This is Trump is the bully, the way he used to do business. This is Trump, the arrogant idiot he is now. This is Trump, the man stripped of his power. He's not the emperor. He's not the king of pentacles with his corrupt businesses. He's just a guy having been stripped of a lot of trappings. He's only a king in the sense he's a grown man and he is technically the patriarch of his family, but it's not a great, huge, massive thing. Connie, that's what Mueller had a discussion with Merrick G about. Oh, did they talk? I find this very intriguing. I hope it comes this soon. On the one hand, there's just a part of me that's just like, yeah. Cards have been promising a lot for a long time, said that, maybe Trump was going to leave office early and he didn't. And, and it just, but on the other hand, I keep having to tell myself, it's like, look, he will be charged with this stuff eventually. He just will. And so maybe it is this weekend. Maybe it is Sunday or whenever. I don't know when Trump is speaking. If CPAC, if it starts on Sunday, it usually goes on for a few days, doesn't it? So maybe it's this week, next week. I don't know. So Mueller had a discussion with Merrick Garland. Connie, you don't say. David's saying it's Thursday through Sunday. Okay. So he's going to be speaking on Sunday, I suppose. Perry Griff is saying she hates it. Lots of exclamation points. So is Trump going to have a not good, very bad weekend? Sort of truth. America. Oh, reemergence of the fool. With the Republicans. But the card for the reading is the sort of truth coming in. That is a potential car crash. I guess we'll see. Tinker Mouse, the cards talk about the energy at the moment. I can imagine that little bully coward Trump, I like that, spent a lot of time dreaming of taking off with money early from any form of responsibility. True. Carolyn, he is the closer. Thank you. You speak on the 28th? Caliber's Flyer, Mueller and Garland compared notes. Really? That makes me very happy. All right. So we should move on, and I should see if I can get through some of these other questions. I don't know if we'll get through a whole 12 today, but Merrick Garland's up next. But I'm going to open that door, and I'm going to take a bite, and I'm going to open that door, and then I'll be right back. Oh, sorry. David saying the reemergence of the fool comment made me spit out my juice and laughter. It makes me happy if I can make you laugh. All right. 59. The Merrick Garland confirmation in general, and then we'll look at why Merrick Garland and Mueller, that's down at number 9. And then there was a question about Lindsay. Yeah, 7. How nervous and scared is Lindsay of Merrick Garland? So look at these. All right, so let's just start. We're going to start with the confirmation. Let's look at that again. Confirmation. Merrick Garland confirmation. Thank you for being here today. Merrick Garland confirmation. I'm going to roll my eyes so hard I'm going to knock myself out of this chair. It's going to be what you expect. Elaine, the law is coming for the orange friar. Yes. Merrick Garland, oh gosh, headache. Insta headache. Oh gosh. This is the kind of stuff I watch too. Oh. Okay, it actually says it's going to move pretty quickly. That's the card of it's the movement. It is the major arcana capital letter card of movement. Okay. Okay, insult to injury. That's insult to injury. That's Lindsey Graham. That's Mar-a-Lago, the seat of Trump's power. This is Republicans, no matter how good the suggestion it is, and these are Democratic votes for Merrick Garland, this is the people in the red shirts being like, no, I'm not going to do it. No. Shan't, can't, won't. Because they're going to end up with a whole lot of legal heartache. That's what it's saying. It's right up against him. It's right up against him. I would prefer if it was like this, so then this could be right up against, but no. They're going to try to make a show of it. Especially, yeah, Lindsay's going to be obnoxious, but that's heartache for them. And this is good luck. Oh, right behind it, because prosecutor, movement against the devil. There's a prosecutor in the institution. All right, so that's the confirmation. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think it'll be. So 103, excuse me. 03. How nervous and scared is Lindsay of Merrick Garland? Nervous and scared is Lindsay of Merrick Garland. Lindsay, where are you? Headache, 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 headache. Ow. Right there. It's like, geez, what the heck was that? That sounds like a pumpkin. Yes, that sounds like a pumpkin. Scared is Lindsay of Merrick Garland. Suddenly the cards start coming up off more and more of the top of the deck. Merrick Garland is, he's not a showboat. And what he does and how he does it, it's not going to be, for lack of a better term, sexy. But he knows how to make it all stick. And we're going to see this, okay? America seeing. That's what that feels like. All right, why is Lindsay so nervous? Or is, yeah, how nervous and scared is Lindsay of Merrick Garland? Yeah, we're ending with a moon card. I'm saying that would be a yes. Lindsay's trying to make himself useful. This is what he does. This is what he's done most of his life. He finds the biggest alpha, and then he latches onto the biggest alpha. And you can just imagine this in high school. Go find the biggest alpha male and be his best friend. Ride or die, anything he wants. He wants to do something illegal, let's do something illegal. He wants to do whatever he wants to do. It's fantastic. Let's do that. How can I make him look good? How can I help him? He's done this his whole life. And he is mistakenly now latched on to Trump. The reason he's done this, one, it works, but two, because back in the day, there were two genders, and you got it at birth, and that was it. And then your sexuality was determined, and everything was just one complete. You have two choices. That's it. And when it comes to your sexuality, you have no choices. You are heterosexual. You're heterosexual. You are one of two genders. That's it. And I think we underestimate I even remember, I think Lindsay's older than I am. But I remember how, even back in the 80s, like the mid 80s, it was really hard for even gay people to just be out. And there was a lot of backlash and a lot of grief and so this is being out in the cold. This is feeling isolated and using that time in isolation to say, okay, no, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Okay, what can I plan? What can I research? What should I do about this? What should I do about that? But he can't stop Garland from getting in. And it's going to cause huge upset in his mind or his world yeah. Kelly, is this the cards or hearsay? JC saying Lindsay's birthday, July 9th, 1955. Yes, so he is, he's older than I am. Yeah, July 9th, Cancer. Is it cards or hearsay? Cards. Cards. So, yeah, he's really worried. Okay, so then was the question, Merrick Garland and Mueller. 109. Merrick Garland and Mueller. Sandra saying, I remember how hard it was in the 60s. Yeah. Eliza, hearsay in DC. That's what the cards say. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just there are, I know of one older gentleman who is gay, who just decided, I'm just not, he's older. He's like, I'm not doing it. He can't accept it. So he's just been a lifelong bachelor. He has no contact with, he has no romantic life. It's sad. It's really sad. Okay, sorry. 1:10:30. All right, 1:10:30. So Merrick Garland talked to Robert Mueller. Kelly, will there be different cards brought to the table soon? A broken record doesn't play music. Do you mean my cards? I don't understand. It's talking about all the Trump chaos and all the mess that Trump created. Why did things suddenly go dark? Strange. Okay. So, what did they talk about? What was going on? The institution going against the fool. You've got money at the center. When he was president, and what Barr did to hide things. It could just be Republicans. There's Mueller never looked at Trump's taxes because of Trader Rosenstein, the assistant AG, sorry. Rosenstein told Mueller, anything you find on Trump's finances, give to this other group in the FBI. They're going to be looking at that. And he told them not to look at it. So Mueller would find stuff and he'd send it over there. And then it wouldn't go anywhere. Nothing would happen. So maybe that's going to change. What was sent over here? You got stuff from Mueller over here. Where is it? David Kelly, I've never been anything but proud. Nor should you. Nor should you be anything but proud. Prairie, I'm weird and proud. Good. So, I think Merrick Garland's been gathering information. He gets the facts. I mean, seriously, I wish I could share with you when I listened in during the arguments, one of Trump's lawyers arguing, I forget even what it was, but it was because of the pandemic. It was you could listen to it. You could listen to the arguments the Trump's lawyer was making in front of the appeal, the court of appeal, and they were going from justice to justice or judge to judge, asking, do you have questions? Do you have questions? Boy, when they got to him, he was right near the end. And boy, when they got to him, blew the other judges out of the water. He was so good. So him being told, okay, you're going to work, you could very well be Biden's AG. Yeah, he's going to start looking. Oh, there's a new marshal in town. There's the old way of the Republican, do a little this, do a little that. Trump belligerents sending all the negativity down. End of this. Yes, please. Oh gosh, 500,000 dead from the pandemic. Bless all those who are suffering. Bless all those who are hurting. Divine Spirit, pour your divine energy into the world, into all who are hurting, into everyone and everything in the world. And just shower all that is with divine energy. Strong, powerful divine energy. So that everyone will feel the connection. Everyone will feel love. Everyone will be healed. Feel healing. Healing in body, healing in mind, healing in spirit. Okay. So, 1:16:30. All right. So, why hasn't Trump been arrested? All the things that are meant to have more than double the U.S. loss in World War II. Oh, man. Thank you, Kelly. Why hasn't Trump been arrested? Especially hearing that just makes me sick to my stomach. Why hasn't somebody arrested this man? Hello? Law enforcement? Anybody? The man has broken laws right in front of us. Why hasn't Trump been arrested? I'm getting a world card, as in it feels like give it time, give it a minute, it's coming kind of thing. A complete change of his way of existing. We'll see. All right, why hasn't Trump been arrested? Well, he back in New York, he had connections. He had connections. He was able to traumatize people, to quiet them. But then he ran for the presidency, didn't he? Then he had people like Mnuchin saying, no, you can't see his tax returns. It's like, it says in the law, you shall provide, or the IRS shall provide. Nope. Let's run it through the courts for the next 3 years. And it's the Republicans who've been protecting him. This is his own, this is him as a con artist, because this is also my Kushner card. That should tell you something. He was just abusive and wore people down, and Republicans protect him, but we're watching. We're right there. We're waiting. There's America. There's the world. We're waiting. We're watching. So, do we have long to wait? Do we have forever to wait? Because if he was a black man, you know he'd been arrested by now. Is there any question? Appalling. Anything else? Will it happen some reasonable time? Wow, that was a very large, scary icicle that just, falling knife kind of right there, hit that bit of roof and just exploded. It's like, oh, so if I just had a look on my face of, oh, okay, all right, good, I didn't die. Insult to injury. He's so awful. He's so awful. They're working on it. Biden administration, Biden administration, waiting for documents about Trump's corruption and his lies. For some reason, they're still waiting for documents. That's what that feels like. You've had all this time, and you're still waiting for documents, huh? Really? 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 Okay, 121. All right, let me see here. Okay. Okay, so Trump, Stone, and I love that, QOP, basically members of the GOP who were Q followers. I love that. So are Trump, Stone, and the QOP, are they planning another coup, and will they be busted? Trump, Stone, and the QOP. Planning another coup. Knight of Pentacles. Looking for enough people who will fight for the realm. But these are generally Republican fighters, not Trump fighters, but maybe they're not picky. All right, well, they tried and failed. Now Trump's they're trying to drag him into this humiliation, the believers feeling out in the cold. No, there's not going to be another one. Quiet as a tomb. His followers feeling abandoned. Insult to injury, which is all about Trump. No. Nope. I'm not getting another chance at a coup or anything like that. So, all right. 1, 2, 3. Will Senator Cassidy, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Well, the question was, will Senator Cassidy change his party affiliation? And I'm thinking Cassidy is the Republican. I'm assuming it's a man. The man who voted to convict Trump. The Republican man who voted to convict Trump. Is that correct? Senator Cassidy. Yes, says Nora. Thank you. So just pull 3 cards. Senator Cassidy, are you going to, from Louisiana, are you going to change your party affiliation? Oh, is he not seeking another term? He stood with Democrats. Is he seeking another term? No, he's not going to change party affiliation. I don't know if he's going to stay in or not, but I'm getting the evidence was there. He stood with the Democrats. He's in the institution, but he's a Republican. He's going to stay a Republican. I don't know if he's going to be in. Apparently he was a Democrat at some point. Okay. But that is the card of establishment Republicans. There's no There's no in the institution. So pretty straightforward stuff. All right, 125. Okay, will $15 an hour federal minimum wage pass? Streamer, yes, he voted to convict Trump. Thank you. And Mystic Dreamer's the one who said apparently he was a Democrat at some point. Okay. Will $15 an hour pass? Federal minimum wage. Feels like the minimum wage is going to be closer to 20 for a long time, but that's later on. A legal decision, yeah, making decision what law to pass, where to include it into the end of the legislation. That's a good way to put it. There's Biden. Fruits of labor. Republicans walking away from that. Democratic Knights protecting the realm, giving the little people more money. I think it will. But I don't know that it's going to be in this relief bill, or if it looks like it will help people. And that is a night moving forward. So that's good. But let me see if I can get any more information. Sooner, later. No, later, hither, yon. Yes, it will be phased in. I'm just trying to find out. Enjoy life. Hope Autumn's friend in Texas has water now. Someone said it's in the 50s. I'm glad it's in the 50s. She's actually in Louisiana, and she does have water, but she has to boil everything. For everything. Washing dishes, brushing your teeth. Yeah, it's bad. Helping people sooner or later. People are hurting, and Republicans don't want to help. It's past time. Yeah, it'll go through. It'll go through sooner rather than later. I've got very happy Democrats. So, okay. Good. Sally G, $15 over a period of a few years is still really sad. Absolutely. I'm just progress. Can we just I'm just like, yay, let's move in that good direction, please, even if it's slow. Anyway. 129. Okay. The suits against ERCOT. ERCOT, I cannot remember. I found out what it stands for, but I can't remember. But it has to do with they're in charge of setting guidelines for power generation in Texas. And they're being sued by the family of an 11-year-old boy who died from the cold. Will because there are going to be more suits. Will the suits against ERCOT, will they be successful? Because if there's one, there will be many. ERCOT will lawsuits against successful. Thank you, David. Electricity Reliability Council of Texas. Thank you. They did not spend the money where they should have. They did not require companies to do what they should have. People are struggling to help each other. Loss of life, lives stolen, insult to injury from them. It's going to court, and it's big. This feels huge. Is that a positive outcome for the people? Is that legal victory for the people coming after ERCOT? A legal victory. You know, there's some money. Sorry, these horrendous noises. It's things suddenly shifting off the roof, the snow and ice and stuff. It's going to be a battle, but I think that the money is going to come from them suing, because I don't know that ERCOT itself has any money per se. But they could change legislation, or change the makeup of it, or change the, I don't know what, or dissolve it, or I don't know. Kevin, 3 members of ERCOT don't even live in Texas. One's in Germany. Oh, geez. But it's what they've done is there for everyone to see. There are going to be a lot of suits, and they're going to be big ones, and it's going to be against ERCOT. It's going to be against probably Abbott and Governor Abbott and lots of lawyers standing up in court. Your Honor. At first, yeah, the companies are going to be like, no. Yeah, but it's so damaging what they've done, what they failed to do. But it doesn't bring back the people who are no longer with us. It doesn't solve the problems, but it is going to be a huge legal Gordian knot that no sword can cut in half. Yeeps. Okay. 134. All right. What kind of dirt does Trump have on Lindsay Graham? Will it be exposed? What kind of dirt does Trump have on Lindsey Graham? I was sitting here thinking, well, maybe I should ask, does he have dirt? And it's like, there's Trump the man and there's the devil. So safe assumption. Phyllis, yes to both of those questions, I believe. Okay. What kind of dirt does Trump have on Lindsay, and will it be exposed? Dirt does Trump have on Lindsay, and will it be exposed? Maybe not much. There's a temperance card. but that might be a lack of temperance because I don't do reverse cards. Hey, let's hang on. Hang on. Oh, there's Chad. Hello, hanging Chad. Hanged man. Illusion, delusion, lies, and deception. This is not Democrats. This is cops. It's looking for love. Lies and deception about partnership, fruits of labor. They could be photographs. Somebody's got photographs somewhere. But it's also everything Lindsay's done within the Republican Party so that he's reached a level of prominence. So I don't know that Trump there are pictures. I don't know if Trump has them, but will it be exposed? Whatever Trump has, if he has something, will it be exposed? Will we find out what it is? And partially, I wonder if it already has. As long as Lindsay's fighting for Trump, being the loyal subject and working for Trump, Trump's not going to turn on him. It's the first time Lindsay says no. I mean, he did during the early part of, what was it, the impeachment trial? Was it or was it that thing about deciding if it was constitutional to impeach the president? I can't remember, but at one point, Lindsay did stand up and say something about Trump being culpable, but then he changed his tune very quickly. Chris, photographs of physical stuff or him taking money. It felt more like physical stuff, but I don't know. Let me see if there's any more information. I feel like Lindsay's about to have a hard week. Very emotional, overflowing. Hello, dear heart. Are you saying it's time for lunch? Are you saying it's time for lunch, sweetheart? Good boy. It could really hurt Lindsay. Yes, he says it's time for lunch. I think things will eventually come out, but it's not going to be anytime soon. This feels like later. So that's going to do it for me for today. It's going to do it for us for today. Hello, good boy. Woo-hoo. You're so good. Carol, I don't know how you can read on these terrible politicians. I started doing it because I was worried. But yeah, they have really icky energy. Hello, dear. All right. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm here every day of the week, every week of the year. So hang in there. There are good days ahead. Thank you to our moderators. All right. Oh, and the kitten. Oh. All right. Have a lovely day, everybody. Hi. Here comes to my left. See you tomorrow.